Hammurabi Tablet Forum presents Practice in US Immigration Law in Trump Era, Rendezvous with Dr. Sudhir Shah. Well, our guest of honor today, Advocate Dr. Sudhir Shah. He is exclusively practicing in this completely niche area of immigration law since past many years, and he has got his expertise in this uh, field of law. He has got his doctorate also in this field, and he has been consulting, he has been giving advices, as well as he is into a little litigation side of his practice. I am also very new to this subject. When we heard about Dr. Sudhir Shah's practice area, we were taken back. What is this practice? Many questions came in our mind. What is the practice? Because we only see litigation and non-litigation. That is the court practice and the agreements, conveyancing, drafting, pleading. So what is this practice? So we will get the first-hand information from the person himself who was into a litigation practice, a normal litigation practice like us only, and some things happen in his life, some topsies and turvies came into his life, and how he turned towards this subject, and now he has become the expertise and probably one of the few lawyers who are practicing in this subject. Now we are today having this fifth program in the series of our programs of Hammurabi Tablet. Past month we had copyright law in film industry. Before that we had how to run a criminal law firm. Before that, second program was how to be a solicitor from England and Wales, and our ice-breaking program, sharing success story, Rendezvous with Advocate Girish Kulkarni, President, City Civil and Bar Association. So today we are having this program over here. The basic intention behind this forum, as most of you must be knowing, is to spread legal knowledge, is to spread different avenues, opening different avenues for law students and budding advocates to create awareness about the new horizons in legal fields, so that we can groom ourselves, we can inculcate those good advocacy skills in the upcoming generations. Now, without waiting, let us welcome our guest of honor and founder, Advocate Rahul Maskar. Please have a big round of applause. Advocate Rahul Maskar and Dr. Sudhir Shah.
Good evening.
I would request Advocate Rahul Maskar to felicitate our guest with bouquet of flowers. We'll start with the program. Sir, we'll commence the program.
Oh, yes.
Sir, tell us that when you started your practice, how did you start your practice, and do you intended or from the first time you wanted to start with immigration, or how it happened? Like, how did you start your practice?
Actually, I wanted to become a doctor. I did inter science. Then I fell into bad company, failed. Then my parents thought that I am not going to study. So they made me join a firm to work, a booksellers and publishers firm. There, after 6 months, I realized that if I don't study, I'm going to be a clerk like this for my life. So I then joined arts and joined a solicitor's firm as a general clerk. Then did my law, then did my articles for solicitors, and of course I could not pass at the first attempt, but then my financial position did not permit me to continue studying, sitting without earning anything, so I started my practice as a lawyer. My first case was in Bombay Central Police Court. Initially I used to go to all courts, motor accident tribunals, charity commissioner, police courts, small courts, city, and even high courts. Because I had a background of a solicitor's firm, I did my articles for solicitor, I knew everybody in the field, and I was doing well. Then in 1979, a tour was taken by Bar Council to Russia and Europe and England. So I joined that tour. And then next year I thought that if I have seen Russia, England, Europe, I must also see USA. So I thought of going to USA. Then I thought that if I am going there, let me also learn about the legal system there, meet the lawyers there. I had heard much about the USA attorneys, their firms. I had heard that they had 200 partners and the whole building was belonging to the law firms. So I wrote letters to about 30-40 attorneys in USA and told them that I am a lawyer practicing in Mumbai, I am visiting your country, I would like to meet you, know about your legal system. So everybody welcomed me. They said, come meet us. They gave me appointments. Some invited me for lunch. But one or two law firms, they thought that I am applying for a job. So they wrote to me back that, sorry, at present we do not have a position available. Now when I went for my visa interview, I took the whole bunch of papers, all the correspondence with me. In the interview, I still remember today, this is a matter of 1980. The immigration officer was a black person and he resembled Obama. I was carrying a book. I have a habit that whenever I go out, I carry something in my hand. So if I have free time, I could read it. And I was carrying a book and it was, I think Dale Carnegie or somebody, and at the back of the cover, it was written, what's wrong with you? And then pertaining to that book. So I was carrying that book and the officer asked me that why you want to go there. I said I am going to visit there as a tourist and I also want to meet some attorneys. He says, what's the proof? So I gave him the whole file. He opened the file and the first letter was, sorry, no position available. He closed the file and he said, what's wrong with you? I could not understand what was he saying. And he just gave me back my passport and said, sorry. I felt as if I was in a boxing ring and my opponent had knocked me out. For 1 week I did not go out of my house. I was so much depressed. Then I studied US immigration laws. There were no books available.
That is what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, there were no books available. But the attorneys who had written to me welcomed me. I wrote to them what had happened. They sent me the books. I studied them. I found out that it was my mistake. When you apply for a visitor's visa, you have to satisfy the officer that you are going there temporarily and no intention of working there. Now this letter revealed that I must have applied for a visitor's visa, for a job, and therefore my visa was denied. Then I thought that if this is the plight of a lawyer, what would be the plight of ordinary people who do not know law? So I started writing articles in Economic Times. After about 6 months' time, the editor of the Economic Times told me that you would like to start a column, regularly every week column, because we receive so many queries and we can start a question answer column. I was hesitant, but then I started it. For 11 years I wrote in Economic Times. Every Sunday under the column Gangway I was answering readers' questions. Side by side I was also doing the regular practice. I was having good practice. But slowly and gradually I started feeling that I am not enjoying what I am doing. Because any client who would come inside my office, when they opened the chamber, my door, they would first question, they would ask me, sir, do you know so and so judge? And I would get very angry. I said, you ask me whether I know this law or not. Don't ask me whether I know the judge or not, because I do not believe in influencing judge and then getting the orders. So I thought I must give up this dirty practice. I don't want to discourage you all. Huh? But the whole system has been spoiled. Uh, and so slowly and gradually I started diverting myself towards the US immigration laws. I found it very interesting. I became member of American Immigration Lawyers Association. I started attending their annual conferences to learn things. But what I could find is that I was knowing much more than the people who were talking there. But it was a good thing because I could reconfirm that whatever I was knowing was the right thing. And slowly and gradually it happened that I stopped going to the court. My junior year, Priti Gada, she took over the whole thing and I entered full-fledgedly in US immigration laws. I then thought that I must also get proper academic knowledge. So I decided to do PhD in it. I applied to, I was only a BA LLB. I applied to Bombay University. They rejected my application that you can't do PhD. You must be LLM or you should do MA. I had then to convince them that what will I do by doing MA and LLM? By that time, I was writing in Economic Times, I was writing in Gujarati newspaper, Mumbai Samachar, Vyapar, Chitralekha. Few of my books on US immigration laws were published. So I said, what more you are going to teach me? Then they accepted me. I did research for 6 years and submitted my thesis. And my guide rejected it. She said, there is no contribution of yours. You have just collected material from different books and written it in your own language. There is no originality, there is nothing new. I said, okay, I will work again. And then one fine day, I thought of an idea. I was driving a car. I stopped my car and I wrote down that idea. And from that I developed a new theory of migration, which I named it as theory of legislative restraint. The normal principle of migration or immigration is push and pull. The country which has got better facilities, better amenities, they pull people. The country which has got no facilities, no good education, no good job, they pull their people out. So this is the general theory of migration, push and pull. I said, yes, this is a natural theory, but USA, through their immigration laws, are preventing people from coming to them. They only allow those people whom they wish to come there. So this is a theory of legislative restraint. My guide accepted it. I got the PhD. It was in 2011. And since then I have been practicing as a independent immigration advisor. I try to fulfill Indians' American dreams. By now I must have helped more than 2,000 people to go to USA, students, people who want to go and settle there, work there. So this is how I entered this field.